Shares of Costco up this week after third quarter profits came in higher than expected. But for the first time in 6 years, Maddie, same-store sales were flat.
Right. I was trying to figure out what investors actually liked about this report because comps were flat. If you strip out foreign currency, gas sales, okay, up 3%. But overall revenue just up 2.5%, really only because they're opening new stores. Profits up 6%, a little better than expected. But these aren't exactly the growth numbers that, in my view, justify a PE of 30. And my only guess
such
is...
a hater.
I know. My only guess is that the traditional retail industry has been so bad over the last 6 to 9 months that Costco's slightly better than expected results, is giving it some love.
Did they talk about retention at all? Are they seeing any slippage there?
There's no slippage in retention, and I'll point out that they had better than expected membership fee growth, which of course is a pillar of the business. So that probably is giving it a little bit of a boost.
So 6 years of same-store sales growth, that's phenomenal, and that was bound to end at some point. I think the question, Ron, becomes 3 months from now, if we're looking at this same number again, then it's no longer a speed bump. Then it's actually a point of concern.
I think that's fair, but as Maddie pointed out, I don't really think it's as bad as it looks because of foreign currency and because of gasoline. I think the numbers still are pretty solid, perhaps not as robust as they used to be, but they're opening new stores, they're growing on a per store basis, the retention is still good, you still have the model working. And I'll add that you probably are ripe for another rise to the membership fee at some point, which is another lever they can pull, assuming the economy is strong enough and the member base is strong enough. So we can see growth there.
They also have there's a bit of shift now going on with the moving to the new credit card, which we'll see. That could either be a good thing, it could lead to a lot of growth membership, or it could not. We'll have to see.
I have a question for you two guys who I know follow Costco closely. Does management talk about Amazon much at all in conference calls?
Would you if you were Costco?
I would.
Costco doesn't really mention Amazon by name, but they talk a lot about their own e-commerce efforts, which are on a relative basis doing actually quite well, and they've got, of course, a relationship with Boxed, which is working out.
You can, as you can with Amazon, not to this extent, but you can buy a lot of junk. That amazing kind of assortment you can obviously buy online as well, and I've bought some interesting things myself.
I would just think over time Amazon will eat into that. Even Costco's business is vulnerable with Subscribe and Save on Amazon and all the Prime members on
Pantry
Amazon.
deals that
exactly. We're buying more and more of those basics from Amazon.
But
ourselves.
unlike a Best Buy where we say, Best Buy is really just a showroom for Amazon, I don't think you'll ever say that about Costco. You're going to Costco, you're leaving with a cart full of stuff. If you're going to make that effort,
if you're Ron,
I don't think you're going to say, "Oh, I see, 7 dozen pieces of licorice. I'm going to go now on Amazon and buy."
No, right.
You're
but you might
out
just
with
not go to Costco. Period.